So you want to live in Lake Nona, but you don't necessarily want to pay Lake Nona prices? Well, on this video, we're going to be discussing some of the surrounding areas to Lake Nona and some of them that have the same zip code as Lake Nona, but aren't necessarily the same price as Lake Nona. And we're getting to it right now. My name is June Kranick, and on this channel we do videos every single week of what it's actually like to live in Orlando and Central Florida. So if that's the information that you want and need, well, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and click the bell below so that you're notified every time we do a new video. We have people reaching out to us every single week, and my team and myself, we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving to Orlando or Central Florida in general, well, then send us a text, give us a call, send us an email, however you wish to connect, because we got you covered when it comes to moving to Orlando and Central Florida. I've gotten such an influx of interest about Lake Nona, and I recently did a video about surrounding areas of Lake Nona, but not necessarily that same price point as Lake Nona, and it was very popular. So I thought I would find some more areas that surround Lake Nona, some that have the same zip code and some that do not. So it still gives you that same proximity, but maybe not the same price point. And the first place I went down a street called Boggy Creek Road. And Boggy Creek Road actually runs straight from the airport. And on the right-hand side, about, it says 5 miles, but I think it's shorter. On the right-hand side was a subdivision called Creekside by Ryan Homes. And the price point in this subdivision was about $348 to about $550. The standard 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, or 2.5 bath, or 4-3 on up. Now they're still under construction, so there's still some opportunity for purchasing. As far as the school system, it's a little different. So the elementary school is East Lake, and then the middle school is Narcoossee Middle, and then the high school is Tahopa. I don't know how to say the name. I will put it above on the title. I'll call it Toho High School. So that's their school zone. The zip code there is 34744, and this is considered Kissimmee. And what's interesting is that Kissimmee and Lake Nona basically kiss. They are right next to each other. And some people have adversity, or they're adverse to staying in a home or buying a home in Kissimmee. So some benefits to Kissimmee is your taxes will be much lower. Again, that's a personal choice, but this is a nice subdivision. It is brand new. They are under construction. Kind of drove around and you can see where they're building. And then right next door, Beezer Homes is building townhomes. Now I know that there is a market for townhomes. For some reason, everyone I speak to doesn't want a townhome. You know, they have a price point of a little bit lower. And I'll say, well, what about a townhome? And they say, absolutely not, which I'm not sure why. The townhomes really are beautiful. Now, I do understand that the HOAs do escalate over time, but pretty much everything does. So you got to outweigh the good and the bad. So there is somebody buying these townhomes because I don't see them empty. But I show a picture where Beezer Homes is just cleared out. Yes, more of our lovely trees and wildlife, and are building townhomes. So I cruised on down the street another mile or so and ran into a subdivision called Fells Cove. Once again, this is Kissimmee. Now what's interesting is there's a little 2-lane road across the street, literally, and I'll show film, literally across the street is a brand new subdivision that is just now getting roads put in, and it's called Summerdale. And Summerdale has an Orlando address, a Lake Nona zip code. And so I find it fascinating that you could spit from Kissimmee and hit Lake Nona. That's how close they are. The price point in here was about, and I found this on the MLS, and by the way, I'll put available listings in the description below so that you can take a look. Ranges from about $439, what's on the MLS right now, to about $550. Anywho, Fells Cove, these were built in about 2005 to about 2008. So a little bit of an older subdivision, still a really nice area. It's still a nice home for the money, nice square footage and whatnot. So that was another subdivision that's right next to Lake Nona, doesn't have the same zip code. And like I'd mentioned, I have the film of going over to Summerdale. There is a waiting list, but they are selling homes there. And Summerdale is gonna be Dream Finders and also Craft Homes, which by the way, Dream Finders and Craft Homes are the same, under the same umbrella. It's the same company. These houses start at $526 and they range from 2,235, I know I'm cheating and looking at my little notes, 2,235 square feet to about 3,628. So they'll go up to over $1 million. This area is gonna be nice. It's gonna have the resort style pool and the bells and whistles. So it is beautiful. It's taken a long time. I went to go film there a couple months back. I must have been maybe 3 months back, and there wasn't even a road to go in. So now at least there's a road to go in, and they're starting to get the infrastructure in place. So I am imagining in 2022, they'll start selling these properties. So if you're interested in that, it's definitely something to check out. And if you're interested, definitely let us know. And listen, if you're getting any value out of this video, do me a favor and hit the like button. And in the description below, tell us what videos you want to see next. And also, if you could do me a favor, tell me what your favorite restaurant in Orlando is. Because I kind of want to get a feel for what people are looking for. Now on the same side of the street, now remember Fells Cove was over here and Summerdale Park was directly across the street. So continuing to go down Boggy Creek heading towards Narcoossee, and I'll show a map of that so you can kind of get a feel for that. There is another subdivision called Fells Landing. I guess they're the sister of Fells Cove. And this area was really nice homes. These homes were built, I believe it's a Pulte community. They were built in 2014, 15, 16, so they're still fairly new. The price range there that was on the MLS was about $550,000 up to about $675,000. And they were large homes. They're very pretty, Mediterranean style. Their school zone, and it's the same as Summerdale Park, is Lorette Park Elementary, Lake Nona Middle, and Lake Nona High. So now you're actually in Lake Nona, even though, forgive me, you're on the very outskirts. You're on the very outskirts of Lake Nona. And remember, Lake Nona is 17 square miles, just to give you a range. So this is on the far end, right next to Kissimmee and near St. Cloud, just to give you a frame of reference. Fells Landing was a nice neighborhood, and there were some homes up for sale in that neighborhood. And then I turned left onto Narcoossee and went into Isles of Lake Nona. And Isles of Lake Nona is also a Pulte community, and they are a brand new community. It's gonna have about 500 home sites when it's all said and done. So Isles of Lake Nona, like I said, is a new community. They have many, many home sites still available. When this is done, like I said, it's gonna be about 500 home sites altogether. They're gonna have townhomes, then they're gonna have cottages, and then they're going to have what they call estate homes. So the townhomes are self-explanatory. They're always in the front. They're very pretty. They're very nice. Then they have the back-loaded homes, which I have film of this. It's very interesting in that they're narrow. It's like row homes, maybe up north, except for the garage is in the back of the house. So it goes narrow. You have your front door in the front, and then the garage is in the back. So it's a way to cram as many homes in as they possibly can. Called Like I See It. Still a nice neighborhood, not saying it's not a beautiful neighborhood. And then the estate homes are of course, the larger ones, and they're the 40, 50, and 60 foot home sites. Again, I talk from personal experience. I bought my home, I moved up to Washington, D.C. for a career change back in 2016, and wow. That's why I'm so passionate about relocation, because there were so many things that I didn't know. And my best friend lives up there, but I still didn't know. I didn't know there was personal property tax. I didn't even know what that was. Anyway, I bought this house back down in Florida. I came back after 3 years. I couldn't wait to get back. I was so homesick. And I bought this house basically long distance. And so I did not take into consideration that my house is very wide and the home site is not big enough. I should have gone to a larger home site, and now I have my neighbor, which God bless them. I have wonderful neighbors, but I mean, I can see in their house. It's that close. So I say all that to say this: get a larger home site, because you'll never be disappointed. If you have to mow a little bit more grass, it's not a huge deal. Going back to that, these homes range from 2 bedrooms, which is the second time I heard about a 2-bedroom. I never even heard of a 2-bedroom, all the way up to 7 bedrooms, meaning that's the range in homes. And then there's 2 bath, all the way up to 6.5 bath. So I guess it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and then it escalates up. So that's the whole Isles of Lake Nona thing. Now they're the same school zone, and just wanted to mention that the school zone for Lake Nona are A across the board. So school zones are very important to you. These areas are going to be what you want to kind of zone, kind of narrow into, because they have new homes building, and you can get a home between $400,000 up to $1 million based upon your budget and your needs, of course. And I say $400,000 now like it's nothing, but in this day and age, you can get a townhome for about $350,000 in this subdivision, but probably not a home. That's kind of yesterday. But the nice part about this area is that you have access to all of the wonderful things in Lake Nona, which I have talked about Lake Nona until you're probably sick of it. I love it. And you also have access to theme parks aren't far. The airport's very close. And when I say very close, I'm talking about a 15-minute ride, so that's pretty close. Now, the nice part about the Boggy Creek area is they are going to widen that road, and then Osceola Parkway will have an extension. So they're going to be taking care of the fact that more and more people are moving. They know that they have to build out the infrastructure. Once again, as far as Isles of Lake Nona, they're gonna have the whole huge clubhouse, sports courts, basketball courts, tennis courts, resort style pool. It will come with all the bells and whistles. It is a lovely neighborhood. It just is a personal taste of what you're looking for. So if you need to move down very quickly, you're relocating, and for a job, you may want to find maybe an existing home in Fells Cove or an existing home in Fells Landing. Certainly a personal choice. I have lived in this general area. They call it Southeast Orlando, and I prefer it. And it's not a money thing. I know that a lot of people love Windermere and Bay Hill and Dr. Phillips, and those are all great places to live. But for some reason, I just love it in Southeast Orlando. You have access to 417 Turnpike, 528, all of that stuff. You're not far from the beaches if that's where you want to go. So it's a very, what's the word I want to use? It has easy access to all the different parts of Orlando. So that's the good news. I do love Orlando, Florida. I do love it here. It is not a perfect place, but it is wonderful. And it is truly the land of opportunity. So today we were talking about areas that really kind of focus right in around the Lake Nona area. Some are a Lake Nona zip code and some are not. But if that's not really what you're looking for, it's not really your jam, well, you have to let us know. You have to reach out and let us know what it is exactly that you're looking for. That's the only way we can help you, because we want to make your relocation process as smooth, seamless, and painless as humanly possible. So like I said earlier, send us a text, give us a call, send us an email, however you wish to connect, because we got you covered when it comes to moving to Orlando and Central Florida. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.